Thank you. All right. Go for it.
Jared, it's probably been pretty loud in Cleveland on Sunday night. Is there anything extra you guys are doing to prepare for that?
Just everything we do every week to prepare for an away game. I'm sure it will be loud, and we've played in a lot of loud environments, and we'll be ready. Yeah, we do a lot of stuff in practice to get ready for it.
Any thoughts on all the starting quarterbacks and seeing through that thing going down here?
No, I feel for them. I don't want to think about it too often because you always hope for the best, but you never know. And I feel for those guys. A lot of those guys are my friends, and obviously my peers, and I hope them the best.
You, through your career, have been able to kind of withstand whatever kind of happened. Is that just a matter of luck? Being in good shape, having a good offensive line?
Yeah, it's a lot of different factors, Gary. I think it is a lot of luck and a lot of hard work and as well as just kind of I mean it's just being in the right spot and understanding how to move in different situations. And then there's freak stuff that happens all the time. I mean, I did my shoulder in college, and it's crazy stuff happens. It's a physical game, and you always hope for the best.
Speak, Jared, to how well your wide receiver core is playing as a group and balance and how that helps you.
They're playing great. Yeah, they do a great job. I think I spoke about this after the game. Just the way they push each other and the way that they hold each other to such a high standard and are so unselfish and so team-oriented, it makes my job so much easier. And I don't have to think about, man, this guy hasn't touched the ball in a while. I need to make sure I get him the ball. It's really, freeing to be able to just throw it to whoever's open and throw it to whoever we try to get open. And they understand that and do a great job with it.
You saw the Brady Cooks catch on tape. Did it
Crazy.
surprise you with it? What they made?
It's a great catch. No, we've seen it a bunch of times out here in practice. We've worked on stuff like that a lot, and actually throughout last week worked on it a lot. So stuff that happened in practice showed up in the game and makes you feel good. And Brandon's a great player, and that was a hell of a catch.
When you saw that back on film, did it look like to you that he was flying, but it was like he did like an extra?
He did. Yeah, he did. I think those elite down the field ball catchers have that extra gear, and you see it around the league. Guys that have been doing it forever have that ability to run at what looks like 100%, but really it's about 95. And then when they have to in those last 10 yards, they kick it into that final gear, and he tends to do that quite a bit.
Jerry, it was recently announced that you were going to be donating $1,000 for a touchdown to California Strong. Just what motivated you to make that decision, and why is that cause so important to you?
Yeah, it's something I was able to get involved with last year with both the fires and the shooting in November, and an organization I've really enjoyed and really feels good to be able to give back through them. And yes, through partnering with Genesis on that to give $1,000 per touchdown, and I need to throw a few more touchdowns and get my numbers up to donate that money. But it's always feels good to give back, and hopefully it can help change some lives.
Jared, you guys seem to make some good adjustments toward the end of the game. You got the ball out of your hands pretty quickly. Ben being in there, and the experienced offensive line. You have Miles Garrett. How's your confidence in them?
Always confident in them. They're a great group and have been for quite a few years now. And Miles is obviously a great player, as is their whole D line. And our guys are up for the challenge. They look forward to it, and I look forward to it.
Can you talk about what adjustments or what you did? You got the ball out.
Honestly, didn't change much. I think I was conscious that Demby was playing in really his first real live action, and was conscious of that. But he really did a great job, honestly, and I didn't really have to do much. And I know what you're referring to. A couple times we did get a little bit of pressure, and I had to get rid of it. But for the most part, he did a great job.
Last time they played in Cleveland on Sunday Night Football, it was September of 2008. Where were you?
September 2008. Well, I was 14. I was probably playing freshman football at Marin Catholic High School.
David was 13.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we're the same class in high school, I believe, and yeah, it'll be fun. Excited to see those guys.
Jared, you guys have been quite a bit more successful scoring in the second half of the first two games than the first half. Is there anything that you can make of that, and why the first halves of the first two games haven't necessarily been great?
You know, I don't have anything, you know, why or what. You know, obviously we're making good adjustments, but I think, you know, we tend to get so used to scoring so many points, and everyone is, you know, around the league used to scoring so many points, and we scored 30 and 27, and a lot of teams can't say that right now, and you know, so we're happy with what we've done offensively. You know, obviously we'd like to get off to a better start for sure. We always want to start fast, but our adjustments have been great, and we've finished games with, you know, 27 and 30 and both W's, and ultimately that's the most important thing.
Are teams showing you guys anything maybe early in the games that you haven't seen before that you're not expecting?
Yes and no. A lot of it is always their identity, but there always are wrinkles, and every year there's, you know, a flavor of the year that tends to come out, and you know, I can't say what that is now because it's too early, but yeah, I'm sure we'll see something this week we weren't expecting, and that tends to happen, you know, a few times every week.
We asked you about that long pass with the touchdown pass to Brandon down near the goal line. Can you kind of take us through that? And does that give you any more confidence to be able to throw into that kind of a tight space?
Yeah, it was really a run play, and we had the ability to throw it on it, and you know, I didn't want to hand it off anymore for any more touchdowns, so I decided to throw it. No, I'm kidding. It was the look presented itself to give Brandon a shot there, and you know, a little bit tighter than we may have anticipated, but he made a great catch, and I was able to fit it in there, and you know, it does definitely, yeah, it gives you that confidence not only in myself but in Brandon making those catches.
What particular challenges do the Rams pose to you?
Yeah, well, you know, obviously their defensive line is, you know, one of the top in the league, and they've, you know, done a great job up front. And last year, I believe they were in the top 2 or 3 in turnovers, so, you know, have a nose for the ball. And I think in the secondary, they're young and fast and athletic and can do a lot of things. Obviously at linebacker, they're great. And, you know, it's going to be a challenge for us, and it'll be a fun road challenge that, you know, we'll be ready for.
That, hey, Jared, that's you. Like, they say you guys have love stars on your team, but they thought Odell guys. From your eyes, the quarterback eyes, seeing Odell make this catch in Monday night.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about it?
Yeah, Odell's a great player. He's done it at a high level for a long time, and you know, a guy our defense is going to have to be aware of. Yeah, I won't be watching much film on Odell this week, but you know, I'm sure he's getting ready, and I know our defense will be ready for him. Thank you, guys.